Cancer, this is going to be your love forecast for the first half of February. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like and throw me a comment. And if you are new to my channel, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I also do offer personal readings, and all the info for that's in the description box of the video. And I am on TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me over there. I've put the links to those in the description box as well. So let's get stuck into it. Spirit, what's coming in, please, for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in the area of love, first 2 weeks of February. Any love messages for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, first 2 weeks of February. Strength card, okay, the King of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So something's testing your strength, Cancer. I actually saw both the Strength card and the King of Cups as I was shuffling. I didn't call it, but there you go. Something's definitely testing the strength of a connection, Cancer. I feel like there's someone that you have a strong emotional bond with. You know, this could be you and your masculine energy, or you could be dealing with another water sign, another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Otherwise, this is someone where there is love, or there's a feeling of some kind of an emotional bond, but there's a lot of stress here. Now, you could have had conflict. We've got a Five of Wands in the overall energy, or there seems to be a lot of struggle in manifesting this connection in terms of maybe the direction that you're heading in, or for it to come to fruition the way that you would like. You know, Strength card can be ego, so there could be ego battles, there could be, like I said, conflict, there could be drama, okay? It is causing anxiety, it is causing stress. You could be dealing with a Leo with that Strength card. We've also got Gemini and Virgo with the Magician. Let's see why we have the Nine of Swords. Whoops, the Three of Cups and the Empress card. Some of you are a bit anxious because, Cancer, you may be looking at a situation where there could be other people involved. It doesn't have to be romantic, Cancer, but the Five of Wands can be, like I said, conflict, drama, it can be competition, and Three of Cups usually refers to maybe, you know, outside energies, could be friends, okay? And we have an Empress card here. For some of you, you're dealing with someone where there's a mother involved, okay? The Empress card is a mother figure. Some of you are dealing with a mother and a wife, or that's you, okay? Just saying. So there's stress here, and I feel like also there's a sense of maybe a little bit of stress when it comes to, you know, what do you feel is going to fulfill you? What's going to make you happy? The Empress card is about growth and expansion, and perhaps you're feeling like there's something here that's holding this connection back from sort of expanding or moving forward the way that you'd like to, okay? We'll get a little bit more on that. Yeah, Ace of Swords, something's calling for truth or a conversation here. There also could be information that you've received or you're receiving maybe in relation to, say, a third party energy or an influence in this connection that you feel is maybe straining the connection or testing the strength of the connection. Let's get a little bit more on that. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra with that Empress card. Lover's card, okay. The Lover's card. So you do have a strong connection here, Cancer. I also feel like there is a need for sort of truth and decisions. So I feel like there's something brewing here, Cancer, in terms of maybe a conversation. With that Three of Cups, for those of you where this applies in a romantic sense, as in a third party energy is in the mix, there's some kind of a call to have a conversation and make a decision or a plan, okay? Because the Lover's card, this is choices, it's duality often, Gemini type energy. So there could be a bit of this back and forth. Maybe that's on your end, Cancer. Maybe there's a need to sort of get to the truth of the matter about, like I said, what's going to make you happy, what's going to fulfill you. Seems to be a test of strength and courage. Vice versa with this person. Perhaps there is a need to, you know, take a step of courage in making a decision to move forward and to really, you know, grow and expand, move beyond the conflict and the drama, okay? What's this Ace of Swords? Temperance card, yeah. Also a need to kind of temper things, because the Five of Wands is the conflict energy. So there could be also difficulty with conversations, with communication. So even if this is not so much about competition or outside influence, it could also be that there's difficulties when it comes to communication. I'm also seeing that there is a need for healing, perhaps. So for some of you, there's an issue here. There could be ego issues. There could be a strain on the connection due to the fact that maybe things have not been healed. There could be, like I said, healing that needs to take place. It may be due to outside factors that are maybe not so much present, but perhaps still impacting on the connection. Like sometimes I feel that it can be, you know, when we carry issues from the past into the present, for example, okay? But the Temperance card is about healing. It's also about timing and patience. So perhaps for some time this has been dragging along, Cancer. You know, maybe that's the inner conflict. Maybe you're thinking, do I want to move forward and choose another option, or would I want to stick to this and have patience? Okay, it is probably testing your patience. It's a test of strength and patience, Strength and Temperance card. You could have known this person for some time. You know, Temperance is also divine timing. So it could be that there are outside energies here involved, or there's a block somehow. And it seems to be that there's a lot of struggle maybe in accepting the situation. Let me get a little bit more on Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, Cancer. We've got a King and Queen of Cups in the reverse. So it seems to be that this is somehow your match, Cancer, King and Queen of Cups. But the Queen of Cups in reverse could mean that someone in this situation feels that they are investing more than the other. And the Temperance card is the card of balance, as I said. The Queen of Cups in reverse tends to be a little bit in her shadow. She tends to be pouring into the other cup quite a bit and not really receiving as much. So, you know, maybe Cancer, that's you. I mean, that could be, you know, you being called to kind of take a step back and allow things to balance out a little bit. It could be that you're withholding on your truth, or withholding on saying something, having an honest conversation, or setting a boundary, or taking back your power. There is a Judgment card here. So a lot here around decisions, Cancer. And it also may be that, you know, you're being tested to sort of deal with what's coming up for you in the realm of honoring your truth, as I said, or speaking up for yourself. So the Judgment card is about decisions. It's also the card of second chances. So if you have had a conflict with this person, I feel like there's opportunity coming up to heal this situation, Temperance, and have another go. Judgment card. If there's a third party, like I said, it could be that a decision needs to be made by someone in this situation to move forward. You know, if you're thinking this person hasn't chosen you, perhaps you're getting to the point now where you're needing to have that conversation, like decide, or maybe you are needing to decide, Cancer, like I said, that you want to maybe move on onto something else, or if you want to continue. But there seems to be a need for healing and honesty here. I'm going to get a little bit more clarity with another deck on this person specifically, their feelings and intentions, but something's off balance with the King of Cups in the upright but the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It seems to be that there has been something that has thrown this off kilter. Let me get some cards, please, Spirit. Tell me about this person's feelings and intentions towards Cancer as we move through into the first half of February. What is this person's feelings and intentions towards Cancer? Let's have a look. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well with that Temperance card. Okay, Lovers card. Wow, there you go, Cancer. So double Lovers. So this person definitely sees you as someone they have a very strong soul bond with, a strong soul connection. This can be divine counterpart, soulmate energy. Also could be seeing that there is a decision or a choice that needs to be made for those of you who that applies to. Maybe it's just the decision, should we move forward or should we let this go, right? It might not be about just being deciding between parties, but we've got a King of Wands here. And we've got a Seven of Swords. Okay, Cancer. So I can see where the conflict's coming from. I mean, I feel that there's something here that's creating some distrust. The Seven of Swords. Either you feel that this person has been underhanded, or they feel that way about you. This is their feelings and intentions. So for some of you, this person may not have been very upfront with you. There's a lot of attraction and desire. There's a King of Wands here. So to me, Cancer, that means that this person, they're very attracted to you. Sometimes King of Wands can be a little bit self-centered, or they can be a little bit over-focused on the physical and not so much in the heart space. So it's interesting because King and Queen of Cups tend to be very tapped in at the heart space and well connected. Perhaps you tend to be that way, but when things are off balance or thrown off balance, you know, it's due to the fact that one person is maybe being more avoidant or holding back on their feelings or not being honest about their feelings or something like that. Because the Seven of Swords and the King of Wands, to me, it could be that with that Seven of Swords, someone that's just not being upfront about their feelings. Maybe they're keeping it very King of Wands, maybe more sexual, less, maybe they don't want to be vulnerable, but they do really feel that you are a soulmate, a soul connection. But we've got a Six of Pentacles here. So someone in this situation feels maybe like they're getting breadcrumbs or things are not even or equal. There's a lack of reciprocity. And again, as I said to you, I feel like there's something here with the Balance card, Temperance, and the Strength card. It could be ego, perhaps there's someone in this situation that likes to keep up a wall, so they're a bit avoidant. It can feel a bit like breadcrumbing. And the Ten of Pentacles, it could be issues to do with family and family background that has created this kind of pattern, right? I mean, Seven of Swords can also just be generally distrust, so maybe you and this person, you have a lot of conflict because perhaps there's just generally quite a lot of distrust between the two of you, and maybe it's not founded, all right? Maybe it is. So it's different for each of you. Let's have a look at that Seven of Swords. Four of Pentacles, yeah, someone here is definitely withholding, maybe withholding their feelings, withholding their time, withholding their energy. The Four of Pentacles is a greedy energy. It's like someone that wants you but doesn't want to give you everything. A lot of Pentacles here, so it could be, maybe a lot of focus on the material aspects. This person also could have patterns that they've developed from their family, Ten of Pentacles, their background. Maybe they're very materialistic. Yeah, as I said, maybe there's a lot of pressure on them financially or to achieve something financially. Definitely more in the material than they are in like their heart space at the moment, right? Because the King of Cups is usually in the heart space. But I've got this King of Wands. It could be an entrepreneur type energy or someone that's just very money, business focused. Six of Wands. Pride, bravado, Cancer, but definitely wanting success in this situation. So they want success. They also want your attention. Perhaps you feel like this person breadcrumbs you, they get the attention, or you pour a lot in and then they maybe they dip out or they sneak away, or they're not upfront in some way. Let's have a look. Yeah, and then Six of Swords. So they also want your attention, Cancer. I feel, the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords, maybe they kind of want your attention. When they feel like you're drifting away or you're moving on, that's when they kind of pull you back in. The Moon, the Karma card, the Judgment. I don't know why I said the Moon. Maybe it will come out. The Moon's usually someone that's concealing something or not everything is clear. But we've got the Judgment card. So we've got Judgment card times 2, Cancer. So I do feel, like I said, that they want your attention. Maybe they feel like you're moving on. And the Judgment cards that come back around, the card of second chances. So also maybe there's an awareness, like I said, with the Lovers and the Judgment. Look from 2 different decks. Lovers, Judgment, Lovers, Judgment. That a decision needs to be made here. So maybe there's been a lot of indecision back and forth, or someone has to choose directions or between people. Okay, for some of you have a person that has a family with someone else because there's a Ten of Pentacles there. But anyway, they're aware that there's a need for a decision. They're hoping to have a second chance here. Yep, a second chance at Ace of Pentacles, something quite committed. Okay, so if you haven't been committed to this person, that's a solid commitment. And if not, and if you have been committed, this is like a recommitment, the Judgment card and the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So someone here will need to make a decision. Again, Ace of Pentacles, this could be also about them sort of very focused on their money and finances. So perhaps they didn't sort of feel entirely ready to settle down. I mean, Ten of Pentacles is about the future vision. And they could have been pouring a lot into their own kind of sense of self-sufficiency. Maybe they've been trying to really work on their money and their finances. But I do think there's a comeback around. Perhaps they have had an improvement in their finances or their resources. So maybe they're feeling now that they, King of Wands is an action-forward king. They want to take an action towards you to make an offer. I do feel they don't want to miss an opportunity for a Cups. They want the success. Let me get a little bit more. And the Empress, wow, okay, double Empress, Cancer. So they do see you as someone that they want to grow and expand with. I think you've been feeling a little bit perhaps you know, tired and losing your patience around this. And I do think that they don't want to miss an opportunity because they do see you as someone that is the Empress. I mean, the Empress is like a divine feminine energy. You know, you're coming across as very beautiful, very attractive, and there is some hurt feelings here, Three of Swords. So perhaps they're feeling accountable for that. And if you're in separation, they're certainly feeling that. The Three of Swords also can be, like, you know, I said for some of you, there's a third party energy here. Three of Swords is also brokenheartedness. So this person could be trying to protect their heart, as I said, or they have troubles with trust because there is someone that they have separated from, or someone that has maybe hurt them, and they do have their guard up, Seven of Wands. But like I said, I think that they are wanting to come forward and hoping that you're going to take an opportunity at a new start with that Ace of Pentacles. They've made some kind of a plan, Two of Wands. They know that this is at a crossroads, and then we've got Five of Wands again, double Five of Wands. There's been a lot of conflict, a lot of drama, and like I said, maybe some outside energies that have maybe meddled or influenced this, family, friends, or romantic. But yeah, they're coming round, Cancer. It'll be up to you what you want to do. Let me get some Mystic Black Rose. There's a conversation and a need to get to the core truth of the matter. So maybe it's about you deciding what you really want and what feels right for you. Observing. So this person is keeping an eye on you, okay, watching you. I feel also they've had their heart closed off for some time because I just saw the locked card. Let's see. Okay, family. Feeling secure, making a home. I did say that they want to come forward and actually give you something stable. And the Empress card, I mean, that is about, you know, pregnancy, fertility, motherhood. It's the wife and the mother. So perhaps they want to talk to you about building this Ten of Pentacles now with you. Conflict. How many times did I say conflict, Cancer? Conflict, clashing, differences. All right, irreconcilable. Maybe you feel this is irreconcilable, whatever conflict comes up. There could be, like I said, also conflict due to family or family backgrounds. Maybe your values were clashing as well for some time. Let's see. Yeah, degrading, shame, humiliation. Yeah, maybe some of this sort of conflict sort of energy, or what comes up with the, you know, in your conversations. I'm picking up sort of that when you do have a conflict with this person, it can maybe get quite nasty, or it leads to feelings of, you know, shame or something like that. You know, maybe they didn't really do the best thing by you. Yeah, let me have a look. Jealousy. Interesting. So I did say that this person's a bit greedy, like they want to keep you, but they haven't been wanting to give you everything. So there is a jealousy here. Also, Cancer, for some of you, what I was getting was with the Three of Cups, I do feel there's been influence of outside energy. So that could be like an ex-partner that's hanging around, or it could be friends. There's pettiness, talking behind back, etc. And perhaps that's also where you've been getting this sort of energy of feeling a bit of, you know, feeling a bit degraded or whatnot. That could be the discovery that you've made with that Ace of Swords, Three of Cups. You could have discovered something, you know, about a third party or some meddling, and that's maybe what's caused this conflict. But I've got signs, okay, meanings, repeated numbers, synchronicities. You do have a soul connection, so there's something that keeps drawing you and this person back to one another. Moving. Okay, some of you are going through a move or have moved recently, because we've got that Six of Swords energy, Cancer. Maybe that's why now they're like, where's Cancer? They're trying to get your attention. Yeah, because Muse, emotional bond, and I started the reading with that, emotional bond, inspired by you, song lyrics, listening to music, okay? So that's sort of that King and Queen of Cups type energy. So whilst maybe they're not so good at showing it or expressing it, I feel like this person does feel a deep bond with you, and there could be songs that remind them of you, and they're definitely seeing a lot of signs connected to you. And then spirit, okay? Protected or a divine intervention, shielding, guardian angel. So whilst you may have been experiencing some negative energy or negative outside influences, Spirit's telling you that you are protected. I also feel like this person is being led towards you, or, you know, to return to you through signs, synchronicities, song lyrics, etc. There's a lot of signs leading them back to you. And, you know, divine intervention, I also see Temperance as divine intervention, meaning that there were certain challenges that came up that needed to be dealt with, because I feel this is a soul connection, so there were lessons wrapped up in this, and so it did cause a lot of conflict and maybe a lot of triggering between you and this person, but there's also a lot of learning and a lot of growing. Okay, Cancer? All right, that's all that I have for you today. I hope that it resonated, and if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.